You know more than you can say, and that's the problem. Ever been in a meeting, sensing exactly what's wrong, yet failing to explain it? You're not alone. Here's the paradox: your insight is real, but if you can't name it, no one can fix it. In a world full of noise, clarity is power. And the secret to clarity? It starts with learning to speak supply chain. Not to impress, but to make sense. Not to sound smart, but to make systems work.
Before we dive into artificial intelligence and logistics, let's start with something more fundamental: complexity. AI isn't just about data, or machines, or automation. It's a response to the deep, growing complexity of the systems we now live and work in. But to understand complexity, we need to clarify something that's often misunderstood: the difference between complicated and complex. Complicated systems are hard to grasp, but ultimately stable. A tax form is complicated. A jet engine is complicated. These are systems with many parts, but the relationships between them don't change once they're built. They may be hard to understand, but they're solvable. This is mostly a cognitive problem, an issue of perception. Humans struggle with complicated things. AI, not so much. Now, complex systems, that's a whole different story. These aren't just big systems with lots of parts. They're alive in a way. They move, they shift, they evolve. You've got countless elements, all connected, all influencing each other. And just when you think you understand the pattern, it changes. A tiny tweak in one place can ripple out and cause massive, unexpected effects elsewhere. That's the beauty and the headache of complexity.
Here's where AI starts to hit its limits. It's brilliant at handling what we call complicated problems, things like airline schedules, warehouse optimization, or crunching through massive spreadsheets. It can tap into vast amounts of data instantly and turn it into clear, actionable insights, fast, efficient, and precise. But complexity? That's a whole different game. It's not just about volume. It's about unpredictability, constant change, surprises, patterns that emerge and evolve. AI thrives when the rules are stable and clear. But in complex systems, the rules don't just bend, they break and rewrite themselves.
And that's where AI, at least as it stands today, still isn't enough. That might change in the future, sure. This may in short time become a very disruptive innovation. For now, we do not with full accuracy know the future of AI. But for now, we still need something more. We need creative thinking. We need human intuition. We need judgment, experience, and the ability to ask the right questions. Because real value doesn't come from one or the other. It comes when human and artificial intelligence work together, each filling in the gaps the other can't see. Let's make this real. A jet engine is complicated, but a rainforest is complex. In a rainforest, rainfall affects soil nutrients. That changes plant growth. That affects insect populations. That shifts animal migration patterns. The system isn't static. It's alive. Now think about a hospital. It's not just doctors and patients. It's a living network of medical workflows, staffing, IT systems, drug inventories, public policy, and human behavior. A change in one area, say an emergency room delay, can cascade into pharmacy bottlenecks, overtime scheduling, and billing disruptions. This is what service logistics looks like in a complex system. Or consider global electronics manufacturing. A smartphone might involve parts from over 30 countries, semiconductors from Taiwan, rare earth elements from Africa, displays from Japan, sensors from Germany, and final assembly in China. If a factory in one country halts production, it can delay cars in Europe, reduce smartphone availability in the US, and shift prices worldwide. These aren't just supply chains, they're dynamic ecosystems. This is the kind of complexity we now face in every industry. And it's exactly where AI enters the picture. AI isn't just a productivity tool, it's a way of navigating complexity. It helps us track variables, see patterns, make adaptive decisions, and coordinate systems faster and more fluidly than humans alone. But here's the important part. AI and logistics are deeply connected. The way AI processes information through flows, constraints, feedback, and coordination mirrors how logistics functions. If you understand logistics, you have a powerful lens for understanding AI. In this video, I'll show you 3 essentials, but often hidden connections between AI and logistics that will give you the clarity to speak about AI with purpose and insight. Let's start with the first connection. AI acts as a logistics agent. In logistics, agency means the ability to make reasoned decisions inside a system. It's not just doing something, it's deciding what, when, where, how, and why. Human logistics agents evaluate trade-offs, prioritize constraints, and act with purpose. That's agency. Today, increasingly, AI is taking on this role. Think of an AI system that reroutes delivery trucks based on real-time traffic, fuel cost, and delivery urgency. Or a warehouse algorithm that prioritizes items based on order history. Or a hospital triage system that reallocates staff based on projected patient admissions. These aren't just automations, these are agents making decisions. Sometimes faster and more contextually than humans. Understanding AI as an agent helps us reframe the question. It's not about whether AI replaces humans. It's about how AI and humans share agency in coordinating complex flows. Logistics has always been about coordination under uncertainty. Now AI is part of that equation, an active participant in the logistics of decision-making. The second connection is about simulation, specifically digital twins. A digital twin is a dynamic, real-time model of a physical system. It mirrors a warehouse, a supply chain, or a hospital, virtually. This allows you to test scenarios before they happen. What if demand spikes next week? What if a delivery route is blocked? What if a raw material becomes unavailable? With a digital twin, you simulate, not guess. And when AI is added to the model, it doesn't just reflect the system. It learns from it. It predicts, it optimizes, it recommends. In complex logistics environments, digital twins powered by AI become rehearsal spaces. You can explore what-if scenarios, spot risks before they unfold, and redesign workflows with confidence. This isn't just about forecasting, it's about building intelligent responsiveness into your logistics infrastructure. The third connection is about something people usually try to eliminate: friction. In logistics, friction refers to anything that slows down or disrupts flow. Delays, miscommunication, misalignment. But friction isn't failure. It's a signal. It's feedback. In fact, friction is where both human and artificial systems learn. When AI receives bad input or fails to predict an outcome, it adjusts. That's how machine learning works. It turns friction into adaptation. The same applies to human logistics. When a delivery is missed or a patient is misrouted, it reveals something deeper. A weak link, a faulty assumption, or an outdated rule. And here's the key insight. Friction also sparks innovation. It interrupts routines. It forces us to stop, rethink, redesign. It awakens creativity where everything else was just compliance. In mundane systems, friction is annoying. But in complex systems, it's essential. It's how intelligence, human or artificial, grows. When we design for friction, we don't just run away from problems. We learn, we adapt, we evolve from the challenge.
Let's step back and put this together. The 3 connections, AI as a logistics agent, digital twins as intelligent simulations, and friction as a trigger for innovation, aren't isolated trends. They're responses to the shared context of our time: complexity. And while complicated overwhelms humans, it's not a problem for AI. What's harder for AI is creativity, imagination, and purpose. AI can optimize, but it doesn't originate. It doesn't ask, what could be better, or why does this matter? Intelligence isn't just fast computation, it's agency. It's the ability to reason, to perceive change, to act purposefully in uncertain environments. And that requires both machine intelligence and human insight working together. So, this isn't a story about AI versus humans. It's about building systems where both contribute to decision making, resilience, and innovation. And that's where logistics comes in. Logistics gives us the structure to understand flow, the mindset to manage uncertainty, and the vocabulary to navigate complexity. When paired with AI, it becomes a framework for coordinated intelligence across space, across time, and across sectors. So, if you're ready to think more clearly, speak more confidently, and lead more creatively, start with logistics and learn how AI fits inside that structure. My book and course on AI and logistics are here to help you build that fluency so you can lead in the age of complexity, not just survive it, because complexity isn't going away. And the future belongs to those who learn how to coordinate intelligence, human and artificial, together.